So I'm pretty excited for the video this week. It's all about laundry and about dry cleaning, the secrets of dry cleaning. Did you know that dry cleaning is actually a wet process when you take your clothes in? Stuff that I've learned over the past year based on a book, and I will show you how to put together your own kit of soaps and ingredients that I bet you already have at your home right now. Can you believe we have been abiding by the tags in our garments all of these decades? And I'm 50 something years old, and I didn't know about this until about a year ago. I think it's a bit sneaky that we've all been not taught the proper care instructions for cashmere and silk and suits. And what I found out through research on Patric Richardson and his background in textiles and working as a buyer for high-end department stores is that in fact dry cleaners wash our things through a wet system, even though it's called dry cleaning. It was kind of interesting to look in the background of care instructions of certain textiles in researching this topic before I did a video. I got this book out a year ago from the library and just recently again took it out so that I could show you, refresh myself on certain topics of care. But let's get started. Let me tell you the secrets of caring for your beautiful garments. Okay, so what you need, and I wish I would have known this in my 20s when I started doing my own laundry. I think my mother had some of these products, but as you're marketed with stain removers and different detergents, you tend to move away and want to progress with modern marketing and modern products. I am going to take you a step back to is some of this is going back to the basics. So let's start out with the products, and I'll show you why and how I use each one of these products. Let's start with the pumice stone, the volcanic pumice stone. This is in replacement to this. This is to take pilling off of fabric. I'll show you the difference between them and the pros and cons to these two products. You need a horsehair brush, a wool ball for the dryer, essential oils, vinegar and water. This one, I haven't put this in yet, vodka. Cheers. Laundry soap, not laundry detergent, laundry soap. This is borax inside of here. This is good old borax this is certainly something my mom had in her process when I was young. This is oxygenated bleach. And in here, I have a series of mesh bags, elastics for that, white cloths. I think that's all. The only other thing that you would add to your kit here is rubbing alcohol, and I'll take you through that. So first, let's talk about pilling. On cashmere and other types of wool blends, you may find that your sweaters pill. And at first I thought pilling was because it maybe isn't a higher quality cashmere or wool, or in fact it's the opposite. Higher end cashmere pills, and when it pills, you're just to put it down and use your volcanic stone on it. And I am amazed at how well this works. Patrick says that once you take that pilling away, if you can see that, it won't pill again. I actually don't like these for my foot care. That's truly what it was for originally. And you can get on Amazon, you can get volcanic stone for laundry and for pilling, and it's like 3 times the price, which is funny. Just get a little old pumice stone that's intended for foot care, and it does the same thing. Now the reason why this is so much better than this, and this has little razor blades that spins around and takes it, is because I have put holes in my sweaters with this. So unless you're using this I would use this on like a wool coat or a blazer that I know is textile is very thick in its weave, then this would be fine because there's no amount of pulling and cutting off that will ruin or cut a hole into something that's heavier. But certainly thin cashmere sweaters, I have damaged. To my delight, I cannot believe how well this works and how gentle it is on the fabric and what an improvement it is. So the pumice stone, incredible. I could go on, but I won't bore you. Vodka, what does vodka have to do with laundry. Yes, you could certainly have a martini, and that would make laundry a lot more fun. I had a bad experience with this vodka when I was younger. Ooh. I went to get the cheapest vodka I could find, and wouldn't you know it, it's no wonder I got so ill on it when I was younger. Never wanted to try it again, but look at, this is what you're good for, vodka. Smells, any kind of smells. Look at that. This will take any smell out of any odors that linger. You can even use it on couches, the dog has been sitting, car upholstery. So even this, the reason you would want to put this in your laundry is perhaps for underarm smell. You would put this on first before you would put it in the laundry. Vodka. So that's kind of interesting. So let's talk about stains. The two things that you're armed with for stains out of this kit is vinegar and water and oxygenated bleach. You would put this on the stain, red wine to grapes to you name it, it will get it out. You put your White Claws underneath your garment, you spray it, and you start moving it with your brush through the fibers. You could do another one, stain, horsehair brush. And the reason you use horsehair brush is it will not mar your clothes. Toothbrush, any kind of a plasticized bristle will indent or sometimes can stretch your textile, so you want to use it, a horsehair brush, and get the stain out. The last step, if the stain is still lingering in the area, is put a couple tablespoons of oxygenated bleach inside of water. Take your garment and soak it in the oxygenated bleach, then remove it and the stain should be away. The only other thing I would say that I've learned about stains, putting it in the sun will certainly lighten any stain. The processes for cleaning something like silks. One of the interesting things is silk. People are very scared to put silk inside of the washer, is that silk is the strongest fiber in the world. We should follow certain precautions, but not to be worried that you're actually going to break it if you use soap as opposed to detergent. If I did have any stains, I would deal with the stain and get that out. Fold it up, roll it up. This is the same thing as you do for bathing suits. Same process to protect the elasticity. Do not use the harsh detergent. Put them in a bag and fold the bag somewhat tight. Put an elastic around it. Ready for the wash. One other thing that I didn't talk about was borax. When do you use borax? Well, what I found out is borax has a special ingredients that help fight molds, and so this is the perfect product to add to even your laundry. If you're doing laundry with detergent, to add borax to something like athleisure wear, something that it doesn't like water and it's intended to offset and deal with your sweat. And the fact that you sweat and your oils are so heavily embedded into the fabric, a scoop of borax into your laundry will really help with that process. I had a similar sweater to this and I was so upset because it got mixed up in the laundry and it went through the wash and it was wool. The reason I loved it, it was oversized and like cute with like leather leggings, but it shrunk. I looked on YouTube and there were some YouTubes about how you would put conditioner with it inside the bathtub and then you pulled it and try to get it back into shape. That didn't work for me. What Richard says about wool sweaters and getting them back into shape is using with a basin like this, a normal basin, putting a 1/4 cup of olive oil and smooshing it around and start pulling the sweater back into its shape. Olive oil will assist it to go back to shape. And I got rid of it, which is too bad because I would have liked to attempt to get it back into shape. I actually got a similar sweater, but this is not wool. This is a cotton one, but it's similar in its boxy kind of shape. And I'm still going to, because I like the boxiness of it, and I am so worried that it's going to lose its shape, I'm going to do the same thing as the instructions are for any kind of sweater care, and it is just the same. You roll it up, get your biggest bag, and actually even like probably a pin would help. There we go. Another plastic. And so this is ready for laundering with the laundry soap, not detergent. If there were any stains, I could have taken care of that prior, and or smells. Spray on the vodka. These are great for the dryer. The dryer balls are solid wool, a matted ball of wool, and you put some lavender oil and put them in the dryer, and these act like dryer sheets, but way less chemical and chemical smells and deodorants, so these are much more natural and still as effective as a dryer sheet. Okay, this one is the one that caught my attention the most. Over the years, the amount of money I've spent on dry cleaning suits is, I don't want to think about it because it's a lot. This is a beautiful one. It's kind of a cape style. It's got a vest with an arm, but I've always dry cleaned something like this. Would have never thought that I could even not dry clean something like this. I'm going to show you how. Same type of process, except you flip your jacket inside out. This, inside out, roll it, put it in a mesh bag, put the elastics around it, and wash it in laundry soap. Certainly if it needs any stain removing, pilling, like this one actually, before I wash it, I'm gonna do some upkeep to it. I suppose I could do this stuff when it comes out of the laundry, but certainly to give it an inspection to see if there's any stains, I could look over, and then I'll do the same thing. Wash it inside out. This one's very interesting, this jacket. It's got a different color, kind of silk feeling. And after it comes out of the washing machine, because there's some, of course the cuffs are just a little bit, I will do it just a tumble dry with no heat on to give it a tumble dry for probably 20 minutes. And then I will bring out and I will hang on a hanger and let it air dry. Luckily I did have a lot of these mesh bags. I always felt they were just for delicates. Little did I know I could be washing my suit jackets and sweaters and you name it. Another one ready to go. So I hope you enjoyed that. I know that I was excited about learning it, and that's what I do with this channel, is what I'm stoked about and what is consuming my mind and my home at this very moment I bring to this channel. And so I hope you feel just as equally excited to save money on dry cleaning. And you know, as I did with my Masala kit, I think this would be an amazing kit to give someone either for a shower or as a wedding gift if you give perhaps a little something else. I think that the knowledge and the ability to save money, and boy, if I would have known this in my 20s, I would have saved me a lot of time and energy, let's just say that. So if I taught you one thing, you have to hit the like button. If you like the video or you think Pepe's cute, press like. Thanks.